There we go. Okay. Hello. I am Anthony Salter, also known as Viridian of ViridianGames.com, and tonight we have a stream. And I think it's going to be a better stream than the previous ones. I was able to get some of my stuff together, and so hopefully things will go better. Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna more thing here. Also, I think I have my Twitch alerts fixed. If you join and follow, might be the first to get a Twitch alert. Like I said, the reason my Twitch alerts weren't working was because the OBS I had installed did not have a browser target, source target, which you have to have in order for Twitch alerts to work. I don't understand how that happened at all. But got that now. The new version of OBS also has the stream chat window, which is nice. I was wondering why I didn't have that either. But let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to start by talking about some things that happened this week. First, we're going to talk about the highs and lows of Oblivion Remastered. The high being that it shadow dropped. The least shadowy shadow drop that has ever existed, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. They kept the jank, they kept the really bad takes of dialogue that became memes, and I just feel that I felt that they did a good job keeping what made Oblivion special in the remaster. I'd never heard of doing what Virtuos did with this remaster, and that is they're still using Gamebryo as the game engine. They've somehow grafted in an unholy union Gamebryo onto Unreal Engine 5 so the Unreal Engine 5 can show the "Oh, GameFX, your aunt. Hey, live stream. Can you hear me?" It's always nerve-wracking to talk into the mic until I know that you can hear me. I hear you perfectly. Yes! Yes! Okay. Music is great too. Yes! Yes, it is. It's more SNES relaxing music. All right. Now, another thing I want to talk about is Expedition 33, and how launching on the same day as the Oblivion remake, and of course they had no idea that was going to happen, could have easily sucked all the air out of the room, but a lot of people spent a lot of effort saying, hey, don't sleep on Expedition 33. This is a really good game. Don't, let Oblivion overshadow it. And apparently it's selling well, people are playing it, and apparently it's a really good game. Game of the Year contender already. I've got it free on Game Pass, I just haven't had a chance to, download and try it yet. I did have a chance to download and try the Oblivion remaster, and I told you that it had highs and lows. Now we're going to get into the lows. The first low is... Oh, let me see if I can do this. I did not expect this. I should have already had this up and running. I'm sorry, give me a sec. It's gonna have to update Factorio. Why is it updating Factorio? Oh, Steam. You temptress. Okay. Here we're gonna click Oblivion button, click on play, watch what happens. Something I've never seen the game tell me. And it makes me sad because of what it means. I'm sorry. I said I had my stuff together and now I'm making you wait. I'm a bad, bad streamer. But then you probably knew this already. Oh god, now it has to download. Okay, anywho. The issue is that I downloaded okay, processing Vulkan shaders again? Wallace, again? Tell me what movie that's from. Oh, for crying out loud. All of this just to get an error message. Okay. Sorry, your system does not meet the minimum requirements to play the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Click OK to proceed the launch, but it could run with issues. CPU. Your CPU has 4 logical processors. The game requires 6 or more. I have never seen this before. Yes, it's an RPG with a lot of interlocking systems, and RPGs with a lot of interlocking systems require a lot of CPU. But 4 processors not being enough? I've seen your graphics are too slow. I've seen you don't have enough RAM, but I've never seen you don't have enough logical processors in your CPU. So I guess I'm going to have to upgrade before I can play this, seriously. It'll run, but I'm getting like 17 frames per second out in Cyrodiil. It's better when I'm in an interior, but it's not great. So, and I don't want to experience it that way, I don't want to play the remaster and have it look like a muddy blob of pixels. Press any button to start. I'm pressing buttons. Why isn't it starting? Oh, there it goes. Exit. Okay, anywho. Oblivion Remastered is apparently really good. My computer can't run it. I will have to, wait until my financial situation gets better and I find another job before I can fix that. But that's okay. Oh, excuse me. It's not like I haven't played Oblivion before. Good grief. Custodes says, hey, ridiculous error. Correct. I agree completely, Custodes. Mithrin Arcaneer. With Bethesda games, you always have to end up having to wait for modders to actually complete them. That is correct. Okay, I hate to beg for follows, but if anybody in the chat has not followed me, Could I get a follow just to see if my darn Twitch alerts are working now? Maybe? Alright. Okay, so Oblivion Remastered, that's great. Expedition 33, that's also apparently great. I'm definitely going to give that a try. There's also Blueprints, which I really want to try, but I don't know hardly anything about because apparently it can be spoiled, and I don't want to spoil it for myself. I had people tell me it's like Return of the Obra Dinn, and Return of the Obra Dinn is one of my favorite games ever. So if I could get another game like that, that would be amazing. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about that happened this week. Alright. So now, let's do the Ultima 7 Revisited update. Have I played Avowed? It's great. No, I haven't. Do I have that on Game Pass? I might. I'll have to look. At the risk of sounding like a Microsoft shill, Game Pass really is the best value in gaming. And Microsoft could make all the monies, every single one of the monies, if they would just get their games on the Steam Deck. If I could go into, if there was an Xbox app on the Steam Deck where I could buy, you know, PC/Xbox/Steam Deck games, and they wouldn't even have to do anything. Proton works so good now. I mean, I didn't even have to do anything to get Oblivion working. Excuse me. My throat is so dry tonight. Oh dear. Okay, let's desktop audio down just a bit. How that better? Like I said, because I had to change my OBS, we're going to be in Tweakville again for a while, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, Ultima 7 Revisited. Here it is, right in front of you. Let's press F5, and let's see if I made my list of things I want to show off correctly here. Okay, first up is One Crash 007. Who did he put in work? Okay, it feels like One Crash and Urant are in some sort of competition to see how many models a week they can submit. And I'm not keeping score, but, you know, it's just amazing how dedicated they both are to what we're doing here. It's crazy. But we're going to begin with One Crash because One Crash submitted 2 things this week. Was it just 2 things? Yeah, that's okay. The first he submitted were rocks. And you might go, rocks? Rocks? Look at these little things. Look at them. Look at them. They're so much better than just the little flat things that were on the ground. Look at them. They have real texture and stuff. And they make everything just come alive so much better. Look at the forest here. With the rocks. The rocks, man, the rocks. And not all of these are completed, but I mean, look at these standing stones for the Moongate areas. Oh, look how nice they look. Oh, it's so nice. But it really just makes everything come alive, in my opinion. No more flat stuff. And yeah, there's plenty of them left to do, but I'm just so happy that I can just pan over this forest and along this river, and it just looks so much more real. Oh, also, okay, he's working on a replacement model for this, but The Stone of Castambre from the Forge of Virtue expansion. The bloodstone with the tree growing out of it. And again, we still need to fix up a couple of these standing stones around it, but I, I love it. I think it's amazing. I think the tree, we might need a 3D model for this tree because the billboard coming out of a 3D model looks a little weird. Oh no, look, secret lever. I can just look at this stuff all day, but that's not why you tuned in. You can, you know, pull the project and look at it yourself all day if you want. So let's go to the other thing here. Now, when OneCrash submitted these files, he did it in a zip file called Rocks and Roulette, because the other thing he submitted was 3D models for the games here in Buxton. Ah, here we go. Look at these! There's the rat race. Oh my god! It all looks so good. And the roulette table. And the triples game with the spinner. Oh my god! It doesn't look like broken, like a bunch of broken billboarded textures. Let's see, did I? Oh, yes, I did. Okay, look. You might think, let me show you how this was looking. If Discord will allow me. Yeah, we're gonna scroll through this, scroll through the through the Discord a bit because I want you guys to see what's coming. Where did I put that? And here I said I was prepared this time. Was it not? Did I do it in uploads by accident? No, it didn't. Should be in Art Mages. I had some before and after pictures. And now I can't find them. Of course. Oh, here they are. 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 Okay. This is what the rat race looked like before. These rows are supposed to be inset into the table. The table itself is broken. And now we've got, you know, it's looking exactly the way it's supposed to look. Here's the triples wheel. That looks sad. And, of course, now we've got a real triples wheel. It does not spin yet. Animations are coming. But couple that with this beautiful, beautiful, crystal clear table. Oh, I love it so much. And, of course, same thing with the roulette table. I can't wait to get the scripts on this so that they start working. He did such a good job. Thank you, OneCrash. Ugh. Let me show you something else he's working on. If it seems like he's not getting quite as much done as your aunt, I don't think that's true, because he is working on some big stuff here. He's working on the Alchemist's Alembic as a 3D model. I think that looks really good. And the original game didn't have that much transparency, but I think it's hard not to remake it with some transparency in it, Because in the end, they'd have done transparency if they could have. They just couldn't. That was the problem. All right. Where's the oh, look at this. Look at this. I cannot wait to get this into the game. Oh, it's already in there partially, but it doesn't have the shields on the side yet. So, gate with the portcullis. Right now, that looks terrible. Switches and levers. A whole bunch of great stuff is coming in. And more rocks. And now let's go over your aunt's contributions. Let's see. Let's jump back to Intrinsic. Everything happens intrinsic. Okay, first things first. Stained glass windows that you can see through. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, if you look at the original texture, that doesn't look quite right, but that's not his fault, it's mine. Apparently that texture, there's some sort of, I don't know why the texture's broken, but it is, and it's my fault. So I'm going to have to get the texture fixed, and then it will look better, but I think it looks fantastic, even just now. Okay. Let's see, and we also have shutters. Shutters. Oh, look at them. Look at them. And I love the fact that if you're on the inside, the shutters will let you see out, but if you're on the outside, the shutters won't let you see in. I love it. Oh my god. And we have closed shutters and open shutters. Where are the open shutters? Ah, here they are. And soon, spoilers. But soon, we'll be able to double click on these and change their state from closed to open. And I'll tell you how we're going to do that here in just a second. Let's see. Something else he did. The sealed and the unsealed boxes. Again, it looks like it pops. It's just the original sprite just popped right off the screen. Let's see. Was there anything else? Okay. Nothing's coming to mind. But when One Crash submitted his rocks and all the stuff for the roulette wheel, he did it in a zip file called Rocks and Roulette, which I think would just be a great name for a band, especially like Rock and Roulette. Oh, I think that'd be a great band name. It better be a classic rock band though. And once again, I'm just, flabbergasted by how well it's all coming together. Yes, you can still see lots of seams and stuff, but every day we tick a little closer. Doing something that, before I started doing it, people probably thought was impossible, and I probably thought was impossible. But now we're doing it because, we're too stupid not to. Too stupid to let that stop us. Alright, let's see, what's next? Okay, now for my contribution for the week. And that is Half-Broken Conversations. I got all 1,012 Lua scripts converted, or use code scripts converted to Lua. The way they're laid out is that every script that starts with a 4, that has a function number that starts with a 4, is an NPC conversation script. So, practically every NPC in the game now has a script associated with it. The only problem is What just happened? Oh, what the heck? Lewis says, you see a healer who looks wise and honest. I have been looking forward to thine arrival, Avatar. Word spreads quickly. I am pleased to meet thee. I thought I was going to get an error message. Okay, but there's something inconsistent here. So, I was trying to demonstrate scripts being broken, and I did, but not in the way I intended. Okay, so, YOLO. YOLO mostly works. Yes, my friend? YOLO asks. Name. What, art thou joking, Avatar? Thou dost not know thine own friend YOLO? Trinsic. The town has changed little, has it not? Everyone seems a little defensive, though. When we ran into each other, I was passing through and had stopped to visit my friend Finnegan, which puts Finnegan in the list of answers. He is a good man, the mayor of Trinsic he is. I've known him for years. Because YOLO's script is the first script in the script list, it's the one I've spent the most time on. So we can actually click on buy here. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, my friend. Alright, now if we talk to Peter, his script starts, but then we have an issue. I don't have the ability to choose answer yes or no in a script. So his script just breaks. I'm sorry. And the conversation system can't exit gracefully if there's an error, so I have to start the game over. I need to fix that. Actually, let's fix that now. Conversation state. Ooh, that's a lot of Lua functions. Ooh, it's a lot of Lua functions. Let's just put the code here and scripts here. Let's see. Let's do a abort conversation state. Key is key release key F1. Op state. Alright, let's see if that works as a quick fix. Just checking out something. Okay. Alright. No. Okay, good. Okay, good, that works. I don't have to restart after when a script crashes. Okay, now. Okay, here is in an absolutely amazing turn of events, I have people volunteering to attach scripts to objects and debug them. I don't know what it is about this game that everybody, I mean, the wellspring of love for this game seems to be endless. It's kind of crazy. And because EA won't do anything with the Origin systems or with the Ultima series or even the Ultima name. It's like a river that's been pent up for too long, and the longer you pent up a river, the worse the flood is when it's released. Okay, what was I doing? Other than complaining about EA, as usual. Alright, I'm hoping somebody follows at some point so I can see if my Twitch alerts work. If you follow and the alert doesn't come up, can you tell me in the chat so I can try to fix it? The best music! The best music ever! This is Aquatic Ambience from Donkey Kong Country. Okay, so I've had people say that they want to help me with the Lua scripts, which is amazing. But a lot of them are not as programmer savvy, and that's the point of scripting, is that you don't have to be as programmer savvy in order to get them working. But I, as the programmer, have to set that up for them, which I've been doing for the last couple of days. Gabe Effect says, I unfollowed and followed again. I have no idea what the rules on that are. I'm sorry. Unoften says, I also followed you. Purr. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to spend time on the stream on this, but I gotta get this fixed. Greater dashboard. Alerts. Edit alerts. New follow. Can someone try it again? That is what it's supposed to look like. Alright, well, we know the OBS integration is... Did y'all see it? Okay, so y'all saw it. That was the test follow. Why? Wait, why is my screen cut off? Oh, yeah, with the curse of the curse. Everything is cursed. Display capture. Oh, well, that's why it's not working. Poopy McPoperson. Okay, did that help? He said, waiting for Twitch to catch up. No, that does not seem to have helped. Okay, anyway. Unoften. First time chatter. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for, you know, joining the stream and everything. I'm sorry everything is busted. I do not know why. I can't adjust this. Okay, it's fine. Everything about me is busted, no worries. Yeah, that's the truth. Ain't that the truth for us all? Good grief. Oh, something else that I wanted to talk about. I'm thinking about changing the time I stream. I ran a poll on my Discord, and over half of the people on my Discord do not live in America. They live elsewhere. So this isn't a good time for them to watch my stream. So I was thinking that maybe backing it up a couple of hours, maybe starting at 4 instead of 6, might make that a little easier for them. I don't know. We'll just have to figure it out. All right. So let's get back to scripting. Now, the scripting language we're using is Lua. It's extraordinarily common for game development. I mean, nothing I'm doing here, you know, is really brilliant, to be perfectly honest. If there is something, it's the 2D to 3D stuff that I started with these walls. Excuse me, good grief. Because that was what made everybody realize that this could be done. You could turn a 2D game into a 3D game with fidelity. The question is, can I do it? And the answer is, I'm trying. But now it's a problem. Because I wanted to show part of... okay, never mind. So, Lua scripting. Everything is a Lua script. All the interactivity scripts are Lua scripts. If I double click on something, it activates its script. But for 99% of the objects in the world, it says, this is object X, frame X, and it is using the default script. But you can come in here, like, click this lamppost. And now we have this in the object editor where we can change what... Poop. Okay. Real-time debugging. Okay. Click on something, go into the object editor. The script right now that everything has, except NPCs, is the default script. Can I do that? Yes, okay. I can't go back, but I can go forward. So if I change the script, it will permanently attach Func 009B to the tree. What does that do? I don't know. The worst part about these use code scripts is that it's very difficult to figure out what objects each script is attached to and what each script is supposed to do. But these scripts are part of the heart of Ultima, so we have to get this right in order for the project to move forward. So, you know, that's what we're going to do now, and that's how we're setting it up. And the first part of this is being able to work on this without a compiler without being able to build the program that should not be necessary. And I just got that finished. It may still be buggy, but I wanted to show you this. Let's change that back. There we go. No. Where's the default script? Okay, don't save. Don't save. Don't save. You've messed everything up. Don't save. Come back in. Are these isometric tiles for the ground and walls, etc.? They used to be. That's... If you haven't seen the original Ultima 7, let me show you. Okay, this is how the original game looked, and there was no rotation, there was no alternate views. This is how the game looked. This is how you played the game. It was perfectly top down. They slanted everything so that you could see what was on walls. And that was, you know, this was how you played the game. And it's beautiful, and it's an amazing game. I've gone into why it's so fantastic so many times. But the living world that it presented was just way beyond anything that had been done before, and few games have approached it since. All right, and if you take a look here, you can see that these are the stained glass windows and they don't look right, and it's my fault. It's not your aunt's fault. But what I did was, because the art style here was so rigorously implemented, I was actually able to take these. Here, I'll show you. Okay, here is the original texture for this wall. I was able to unslant this part of it and apply it to the front of this 3D object. And as a result, I turned what was a 2D wall into a 3D wall. And I'd had this idea many, many years ago. So they started as isometric tiles, and now they're real 3D objects. That's the thing I'm proudest about at this project. I mean, maybe not proudest, but, you know, that's what got it going. When I started getting these walls up and started putting these billboarded trees everywhere, everyone started going, oh, wow. And it's just taken off from there. Okay, okay, wow, that's actually cooler than I originally thought. Impressive. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's been so much work. I have been working on this project for over 2 years now. And my current state of unemployment means that I'm actually working on it really, really hard right now. I want to get as much of it done as I can before, you know, I find a new job and I have to start splitting my time again. So I want to get all this scripting stuff in so that other people can do some of the lifting for me. And if you're not familiar with the project, I've got so many people in my Discord that love this game as much as I do, and they've spent donated so much of their time helping bring it together, and I could not be more grateful. Okay, I was going to show something. Okay, here we go. Can we see the... Okay, we can see most of it. Let's move this over. There. Is that better? Okay, I should move it back a bit. All right, here is the default Lua script. All it does is print out the text string that we saw earlier. So if I come in here, double click a wall, this is object 345 frame O using the default script. It needs to be replaced for the real script. Now, there are two great things about scripting languages that make them perfect for implementing gameplay. The first is that they're much, much easier to understand than full-blown programming languages. And that means that more people can help out, which is great. But here's the other thing. I'm going to deliberately put an error into this script. When I come back in here, it will load the script in real time as the game is running. Oh, and now it gives me an error message. Attempt to call a nil value global debug prompt. But that means that we can come in here and fix it without having to restart the game. And now it works again. That means that when Finnegan says func040c.lua line 293 has an error, you can go to that, take a look at the script, make changes to the script, save the script, and then just come back in and click Finnegan again to see if it works now. You don't have to shut down the game. You don't have to be able to compile the game. You don't have to be able to do anything other than run the game. And that's the beauty of using scripting languages. And Lua is extremely popular as a game development language. Civilization 4 ran completely on Lua. Age of Empires, the early Age of Empires games ran completely on Lua. So I'm not treading any new ground here because I don't have to. Why should I if I don't have to? I'm not going to invent my own scripting language just for my own project. I'm not Jonathan Blow. Okay, so conversations are a bit broken, but they're moving forward. Lots of stuff that makes the game look much better. And I love it so much. I love it so much. Oh, Custodes says, cool. Was original Ultima 7 on Lua? No, it was not. It was on a proprietary scripting system that they called use code. And let me show you some use code. Let me just show you some use code. Home, repos, backup, latest, data, use code scripts. This is use code. It is one step above assembly language. Push event ID, push I, compare equal, jump not equal, call is, pop, return. Not only did you have to be a programmer to understand use code, you had to be a lower level programmer than a C or a C++ programmer. So, the first thing I had to do was take all 1012 of these use code scripts and convert them to Lua. And yes, I used an automatic conversion tool to do it that I worked up. And it took a long time, but I eventually got them all, and now we can start moving towards getting these scripts working, getting them doing what the original use code functions did, and bringing the game to life that way. And there is another project called Exalt that is another replacement engine for Ultima 7, but Exalt's goal is to be as much like the original game as possible. And so what they did was write their own use code interpreter. That means that if you want to mod the game, if you want to add something new or change something, you need to know use code. But when I'm done, my engine will allow you to change Ultima 7 or even make a new game using the editor built into the game and writing scripts in Lua, like, you know, most modern games do. So that's, I think people will like that. Let me put it like that. Oh yeah, not even C, good grief, it was awful. I mean, for the time, it was great. Now it's awful. And if you're wondering, why didn't they just use Lua back then? The answer is, of course, this was being developed in 1990 and 1991. Lua was not invented until 1993. But that's what I'm really proud of this week, the fact that I've got this all set up so that anybody who wants to work on the scripts can do so simply by downloading, you know, the latest version off of the GitHub, running the program, and start attaching scripts to objects using the shape editor, and then debugging the scripts using whatever text editor they want. Okay, is that it? Yeah, I think that's it for U7 Revisited. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. A lot of stuff has happened this week. A lot of stuff is going to keep happening, especially if I can set this up so that people can help me with these scripts. There are basically three elements to the little clockwork engine that makes the game world work. The first are the scripts, the second are the NPC schedules, and the third are triggers. So we are moving forward. Oh, really nice updates. Oh, thank you. I always wonder, you know, okay, you know how it is. You never know if you're doing well. But getting the little clockwork in, that is the roadmap right now. Where's my roadmap? Where's my roadmap? GitHub.com/ViridianGames. Okay, so roadmap. We have pretty much done 010. Every object in the game is drawing, although it may not be drawing in its final state. We're continuing to improve that, and the artist can continue to improve that while I work on 020. And 020 is where every object in the game has its script attached and the script runs. And I'm close. I don't want to say close. I'm over a lot of the hump of this. But once that's done, we have 030, which is the living world. The scripts will run, and that will enable NPC schedules, egg hatchings, stuff like that, and that will get the world moving in a way that doesn't involve the player, which is one of the best things about the world. You can just sit back and watch it go. It's like watching a little diorama. It's great. Okay, so 020 is definitely in progress. I'd say maybe 33%, maybe. We'll just have to see. And again, thanks to everybody who has pitched in. Thank you all. Thank you. Okay, let's play some Day of the Tentacle. Let's turn the music off. Okay. Day of the Tentacle is the sequel to the game Maniac Mansion, which is an old LucasArts game originally released for the Commodore 64. And it was a graphic adventure. God, can you give me some bigger screenshots, please? And it was crazy and insane and crazy. Basically, okay, I hate you. Shut up. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is actually really good. This is how the game basically played. You walked around with your characters, and you had three characters. You didn't just have one. Now, um, oh, what was his name? Okay. Basically, the evil Dr. Fred Edison, who lives up in the mansion on the hill, has kidnapped a cheerleader, and her boyfriend wants to go rescue her. Um, the problem is her boyfriend needs help. So, at the beginning of the game, you get to choose two characters from a list of about 8. Ugh. You said you were ready this time. You said. You're silly buttons. Okay. Um, and the characters are all very, very different. There's Bernard the Nerd. Um, there's a punk rocker. There's a writer. Um, there's a photographer, etc., etc., etc. Now, which two characters you pick completely change how you play the game. It was amazing. Um, there were a whole bunch of different solutions for figuring out um, what was going on in the mansion, why Dr. Fred had kidnapped a cheerleader, and how to resolve the situation. And it turned out that Dr. Fred had an evil meteor land in his backyard. That actually happens at the beginning of the game, that had taken over his mind and was forcing him to do all these experiments. And so your job is to free him from the evil meteor, and there's a whole bunch of different ways to do that. Um, and the game was just crazy. Now, when I played it on the NES. And you might think, oh, okay, that probably sucks compared to the Nintendo 64 version. And the answer is no, no, it didn't. The NES was actually one of the best versions of the game. Um, it was really easy to play, no loading times, and very little censorship. And that's good because there was some crazy stuff in this game. Um, One of the things that you can do in the game, and certain characters have to do this in order to succeed at the game, um, is microwave a hamster until it blows up. This was in a Nintendo game. They somehow got that past Nintendo censorship. All right, so the game we're about to play, Day of the Tentacle, is the sequel to Maniac Mansion, and it involves one of the characters from Maniac Mansion, Bernard, and two new characters, Laverne and Hoagie, um, as you will see. Okay, yes, we're playing the remastered version. Yes, you can. The thing about the remastered version is that um, come on, you can do it. Is that they did a great job replicating the original if that's what you want to play. So I could dig out my DOS disk somewhere if I still have it. I mean, I haven't looked through those stacks of discs in I don't know how long. I've got books, those big black CD books. I got a whole bunch of those full of discs. Um, Even if I got that, even if I found it, getting it working on uh, DOSBox would be a pain. Oh, Double Fine, I love you so much. All right, so what you do if you want to play the original is come in here and turn art to classic and turn verbs to bar. And now it's almost exactly like the original game. New game. Yes. No, it would not. Although that's awesome. Developer's commentary. Delicious.
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion. Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Curse you. I know how to play this game. Okay, there we go. Classic LucasArts adventure. You walk around by just clicking on the screen. They were in the process of refining how adventure games were working, and so as a result, excuse me, you now have some defaults. Like if you mouse over an object, first it tells you what it is, walk to payphone, and second it gives you a default, look at. So if you just right click,
It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return.
let's pick up a dime. Okay, so Green Tentacle and Purple Tentacle were in the original Maniac Mansion. They are experiments that Dr. Fred created. They are sapient, and as you guessed, Green Tentacle is an alright guy. Purple Tentacle is a big meanie, and now he has thumbs. This basically is a little tutorial because you're locked in this one little area until you figure out what's going on.
There's something funny about that clock.
Use clock?
I'd rather not.
Open clock?
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milktoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, to the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh. Cheap mail-order jewels?
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we gonna get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Okay.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
You did not put them upstairs. Let's give it just a second. I think... I turned this down, but then I started a new game, and I guess that reset it. Sorry, the music was so loud there. Okay, so again, we're still kind of tutorializing because now we've got 3 characters again that we're going to control, but they are in 3 separate time zones. And the game now wants to show you how to switch between characters and send things back and forth between characters. So, gosh, I wonder what this piece of paper is.
It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow!
If only such batteries existed. We'd be living on Mars right now if they did.
I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? drat.
Did you hear something?
No, let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the Chronojon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your Chronojon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
This game, I love this game. First, because it's so funny. And second, because it's easy. As far as adventure games go, this game is not hard. Especially if you grew up watching Warner Brothers cartoons. If you did that, then you're going to know what to do in practically every situation, and the problems arise from figuring out how to get the stuff you need to do it. It's a fantastic game. It's funny. It's got a distinctive art style. It's not as difficult as most other graphic adventures. It doesn't have a lot. Okay, I was about to say it doesn't have a lot of moon logic in it, except that the whole game is kind of moon logic. But, you know, like I said, there's enough cultural touchstones in there for you to understand, you know, what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna spoil a little something. Much later in the game, after you switch to Laverne, who is stuck in the future, you need to clear out a room. You need to get everyone to run away and get out of this room so that you can do something. Outside, underneath the fence, there is a black cat that keeps scratching its back on the underside of the fence. Now, if you've watched old Warner Brother cartoons, you know exactly what to do. You need to find some white paint and put it on the fence so that the cat gets a white stripe on its back so everybody thinks it's a skunk. And the puzzle comes from finding the thing that you need in order to do that, because it's not paint. Hoagie's in colonial times. Let's go talk to George Washington. Oh.
How about an amendment that the president has to be a human being?
Please, this is serious business.
You're right.
Oh, it's not open. There we go. Okay, here's another reason the game is not that hard. This is Weird Cousin Egg? Weird Cousin Ed? Is that his name?
What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Great hat, man. I know some dudes in a band who'd eat roaches for hats like that. Of course, they'd probably eat roaches anyhow. They're like that. Later, dude.
Oh, Dead Cousin Ted, that's his name. Dead Cousin Ted. Dead Cousin Ted, okay, so the mansion exists in all 3 time periods, and it has the same layout in all 3 time periods. Dead Cousin Ted exists in all 3 time periods, and Dead Cousin Ted never says anything, and yet somehow he is still the in-game hint system for the game. Because as your character talks to Dead Cousin Ted, they will kind of think about what it is that they need to do, and they will give you, the player, obscure hints about, what needs to happen next in order to do that. So between, watching Warner Brothers cartoons and talking to Dead Cousin Ted, when I first played this game the first time, I needed 1 hint. That was the only one I needed. And it was not about what to do. It was about where to find something, because I wasn't looking in the right place. Okay, so let's talk to George Washington. Oh, that's John Hancock. Oh, right, George Washington is next to the window. Yes, there he is.
Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington. My name's Hoagie. Like the sandwich? How quaint. Weren't you president or something? Yes, I expect to be chosen president unanimously. I'm very well connected. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president? Depends on how many cherry trees you've chopped down. Well, I am quite the adept tree cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess. I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother. Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand, cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Now, if you'll recall, Laverne is stuck in a tree. Specifically, she is stuck in this tree. Which means that in order to unlock Laverne, we have to get George Washington to cut down this tree. And that's not the craziest thing we're going to be doing. All right, let's find Red and give him the super battery plans and see if we can get that started. Let's see.
It's closed.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so here's a secret lab, but it's not as big as the secret lab in the future.
Hey,
What is it?
you look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
I forgot about that line.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
What are you inventing?
It's a piece of paper that will stick to things by itself. Rather ingenious, if I must say so myself.
What are you inventing?
It's a piece of paper that will stick to things by itself. Rather ingenious, if I must say so myself.
Oh, I thought he had random responses to that.
What are you inventing?
It's a piece of paper that will stick to things
I didn't
by
mean to do that.
itself. Rather ingenious, if I must say so myself.
Okay, something I wanted to mention
Well, see you later.
is
You
that this
might
version
if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
is that this version not only has commentary, but it also has achievements on platforms that support achievements. And all of the achievements were created and the descriptions written by by Ron Gilbert, one of the original creators of the game. Being, Ron Gilbert, one of the creators of the game, and thus thus funny and crazy, just like Tim Schafer, the achievements he added to the game are insane. They reward you for doing things with objects that don't have anything to do with any sort of solution to the game. If you find some red paint and you try to mix it with some whiteout, you will get an achievement called Make Pink. I think that's brilliant. I really need to go back and get all the achievements. Let's go ahead and show him the patent application.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
All right. How are we going to get oil, vinegar, and gold? George sleeps here. Oh, I wonder whose bedroom this is.
I bet it calls the butler just like on TV.
Oh, look who it is. It's Max.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
Chrome-plated bald eagle robot on it. How about a skull with like scorpions in its mouth?
We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broadaxe.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
I don't quite see how it can fly. Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message. Oh, it's just a coffee stain.
Oh, wine.
Chateau de Cheapo, 1775.
Okay. We have time manipulation powers, so how do we make vinegar? We send this wine to Laverne once we unlock her. Or we store it someplace, and then Laverne finds it and sends it back to us.
Hi, Horsey.
Hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Well, I gotta go.
See you later.
Oh, I remembered this puzzle. This one was hard. I can't remember why we need to get the mouse toy away from the cat. Oh, I forgot you could do that.
It's blocked up with somebody's bed. It's one of those pulley things.
Not sure what to do with that yet.
Looks like someone's bedroom. It's already open.
Ah, the artists.
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
This ain't medium, it's the extra large stuff.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
What kind of people?
big dumb people.
Oh, man.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
I live off campus with Bernard and Laverne.
How nice for you. How nice for Bernard. How nice for Laverne. How nice for everybody.
Well, actually, they never let me play my music very loud.
Yes, of course. Well, goodbye.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
Okay. As you walk around, it will become clear how you can mess with people, but it won't become clear why you need to mess with people until later. Let's switch back to Bernard, see what he's doing.
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Okay, so... in the present, our quest is to get a diamond.
It's stuck to the floor. I've never gotten over my childhood fear of Uzo. I hate that clown.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Goods Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty goods salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Corleone?
That's strange. My wife says I look like King Charles I. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right! You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit. That cracks me up every time.
Needless to say, we need both this gun and these teeth. Oh, and if you'll recall, Laverne ended up upstairs when she was supposed to be down here, which is a clue that there is a secret way to get upstairs from in here.
Neat!
Okay, fork.
Actually, I'd call this more of a threak.
Now we have a fork. What are we going to use it for? I don't know. Not yet, anyway. Decaf and regular.
It's a coin-operated clothes dryer. Who knows what surprises await inside?
A funnel. Let's see, what else is is there here?
It looks pretty broken.
Rash of cow tipping baffles police. Triangular man spotted at scene. Oh, wrong. Back door.
Neat.
Okay, so now we have a flagpole up here.
It's locked.
Dang.
Not much to see in there. It's already open.
Okay, this is the one we couldn't get into because it was blocked by the bed in the past.
It's not exactly the Ritz.
Anything else in here? No? A trapdoor. And now, we're about to meet Dr. Fred's wife, Nurse Edna.
Excuse me.
What is it? I'm rather... Say, aren't you Bernard Bernoulli?
You must have me confused with some other Bernard Bernoulli.
No, you're the one. You broke into our mansion a few years ago to save your little friend. What did you come for this time?
I'm trying to keep a tentacle from conquering the world.
Really? How nice.
How's Dr. Fred doing?
Well, he's still upset about the family financial situation, seeing that it's his fault and all. But he seems a lot better now that he stopped sleepwalking.
How did he wreck the family finances?
Well, we should have made millions on the computer game they made about us. But the resident genius locked the contract in the safe in his office and forgot the combination.
What's wrong with sleepwalking?
Ordinarily nothing. But when Fred sleepwalks, he remembers the combination to the safe. I'd find him in the office, opening it, screaming like a cat in the oven, and slamming it again. Something about what's in there really scares him. Unfortunately, I was never able to catch the combination since he works it so fast.
How did he manage to stop sleepwalking?
He stopped sleeping. Fred drinks a lot of coffee. Me, I only drink decaf.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Come back anytime, you big hunk.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. I hopefully, demonstrated why this game is awesome and you should play it. I can't think of what I was going to say next. Love you all. See y'all next week. Everything's going to be okay.